Hello and welcome to the ACC stream. We are here for round 4. I am here of that words. I am joined by Timbo and Viper Strikes. Hi guys.
How's it
Hello.
going today, guys?
I'm excited for the race. Honestly, I kind of
It's
wish I
gonna
could
look
race, but
amazing.
equally, I really want to spectate it because I can see so many battles.
I'm excited for turn one.
Oh, it's gonna be very interesting.
As
But
much as I don't
before
want incidents, I do.
But before we get on with any of the qualifying, I'd like to remind everyone we are sponsored by Rogue Energy. If you use code PHX at checkout for 10% off your order at rogueenergy.com. Oh, there we go.
Seeing as it is 2:30 a.m. for qualifying, I wonder how many of our drivers have had their fix of some Rogue Energy tonight.
Joe, you've got yours. How is the Rogue Energy?
Yeah, it's
Not
pretty
bad,
good.
actually.
Yeah,
I'm not generally an energy drink fan, but this
yeah,
one just seems to speak to me. One of the best ones I've had. It's got great flavor, great taste. I don't really get the jitters that I normally get from energy drinks from other
yeah.
competitors. And
Damn.
yeah, I'm very impressed.
So quickly now, whilst we wait for them to get around the track before they start their hot laps, if you've, I'm not sure if you guys have had a look at the car liveries, but if you have, what liveries do you like so far? Because I have to say, there's some liveries I love in the dark. Yeah, in the dark, like Shanae and obviously Happy Face's Green Mean Time Machine.
Well, Pickle Rick out there, you can see him from anywhere. So as a commentator, he is a dream.
I'm liking the blue and white Porsche.
Which one's the Porsche? There's 3
Spinner.
Porsches. Let's go to Spinner.
Maverick out
I'll
there
go there
looks like a
eventually.
little smiling
R7.
killer.
There it is.
I think Maverick the Night Prowler with the very sleek, matted out black and gray livery, or is that silver? Maybe a
I think
silver.
it's silver. Yeah, the Porsche does look very nice. JP's
Oh,
also
happy
got
face.
a very bright car. Oosby with an incredibly dark car for this night race.
Yeah.
And we got a Lambo. Let's go.
Spinner is taking that the Lambo. Oh no, it's a Porsche. No,
Shark's
that's
taking the
Shark.
Lambo.
Land Shark. There we go. Played
And
some
then we
Forza last night. I was in a Lambo. It was an amazing drive.
got the lone Bentley out on track as well, number 8. I've tried the Bentley. I just don't like it. I know a lot of people say it's great with being able to just drive on the
Mount
curves,
every curb. Yeah.
but I just don't like it because then
It's
I push too
quite a
far
heavy
with it.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the issue is with the Bentley, it doesn't like a heavy foot. Yeah,
Mm.
it
Well,
requires quite a gentle touch.
for me, the steering wheel is on the wrong side, so I just can't drive it.
That's what Altos was complaining about as well. He would love to race it, but steering wheel. God, just drive on the right side of the car.
All right.
That's just wrong, though.
James, welcome to the stream. You will be missed on track. Team Rocket is missing a crucial member. Not sure if you guys.
How many members of Team Rocket are there?
I want to say there's only 2. Honestly, I don't know, or maybe 3.
Hmm.
But I don't know if you guys have seen, but Altosis posted on his channel. He's posted the intro, which is where James got the server banner, from, and the intro for their team is actually really well done. I think it was done at Monza, because you hit the sausage curb and then your cars will go flying.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of being on set for the production of their
You lucky person.
It was one of those rare instances where I was viewing Discord before bed, and I saw that they were streaming on there, and I'm like, let's see what nonsense these fellows are up to. And sure enough, they were out there just launching cars. It was fantastic.
James wants you to know, Joe, that there's space for one more at Team Rocket.
Oh god, I'm not fast enough for that.
I think they just want to
Team
use you
Rocket
to
doesn't
jump
mean they're
over.
fast. Team Rocket just means, they can fly.
Yeah.
I'm not bad
Whether
at
that
flying.
means
I'm not
flying
good
into
at
the
flying
front
either.
of the grid or to the back of the grid, you're flying.
Or the grid flies into them, eh, James?
Okay, exactly.
Huh?
I'm better at sliding than I am at flying.
Yeah, I've seen that plenty of times.
In every game. Even the most grippy car has time for a good spin.
Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Just
Ooh,
under
Ackerman's
10
on
minutes
a...
to go here in qualifying, and Shine's got 3 purple sectors here and running a 154.9.
Ackerman's on nearly a whole second improvement on his previous lap. He's now
Yeah.
on 1.3, 1.4. He's going to be 2 seconds when he crosses the line. Huge improvement by Ackerman, putting him up into 2nd place.
And in the GT4s, we got Falzetti with a 2088 to set pole for the GT4 crew today.
There we go. We've got all the pros now at the top of the grid. Maverick putting his car up there in 5th.
JP sets a new fastest first sector as he goes. Oh, and Uzabi, he takes that fast first sector right away from JP as he goes pole with a 154.7.
I have to say, James, I have been tempted to take up the GT4 car, so I could be your GT4 recruit for Team Rocket. If assuming that I'm assuming a car swap, I can swap to a GT4, can't I? I don't have to stay in the same class GT3 as I signed up on for the first car.
Why would you go slower?
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna improve if I go into a faster GT3 car. If anything, I'll spin out more.
Yeah,
Slower car might give me more control.
You go slower to
No.
go faster.
I mean, Timbo's a champion from last season. I want to take it from him. At least I can win in GT4, possibly, because there'll be fewer drivers to compete with.
So that'd be like taking $5 from a baby. They don't-
Exactly, I could win something. Let's have a look at the timetable. Who's got the fastest sectors? Oosby with the fastest first sector by around 3/10. Shanae with second and third sector. Second sector by 2/100ths and third sector by 3/100ths.
Falzetti is still holding on to his pole in the GT4 land, with Valkenburg now running P2. To him with Almeida P3. Kirby yet to set a lap time.
Oh, here we go. Here's Happy Face.
And Uzumi now has a fastest third sector and does improve.
Damn, Oosby. Man's on fire. With only 1 second splitting the top 3.
Ackerman up 2/10 this lap. Oh, never mind.
Invalidated, I'm guessing.
Nah, I lost all in one corner.
Oh, no.
So we got the Pickle Rick out there on stream. Kevin Happy Face.
He's been very consistent with that bright green car this entire season. Got to give it to him.
I was gonna say, as a commentator, it's a dream.
You can always tell.
I love the green mean time machine. You can't
Yeah.
hate it.
What he needs is a good old Rogue Energy sticker on that.
Just under 5 to go here in quali. As Kirby now sets his lap to go pole for the GT4s. Still having a look at Happy Face there. Just want to give a giant shout out to Happy Face there, who is the author of our newsletters here at the Phoenix Sim Sport community.
Really good newsletters. I've actually really been there. I've
Yeah.
been really enjoying them. Very calm, very quiet qualifying.
Yeah. Not very many incidents in qualifying in ACC.
Unfortunately, with the new rule where you stay in the call and call out to other people when you're coming up behind them, should hopefully help with reducing any
Yeah.
incidents. If only we could do that in the race. But obviously, we would like our drivers to go sit
I
where
mean,
they
there's one
please.
incident during this, which was a GT3 going into the back of a GT4.
What, qualifying?
Yeah.
All right.
It was nothing. It was all the way back of the grid. He was already on an invalidated lap. Both of them were. So I can't remember who it was with now.
I was just having a look at Uzubi there on my screen, and he's running into some traffic there of Vinny Falkenberg and
What? Yeah. Oh, go. Sorry about that.
viewers may wonder why we still have a few cars hanging out in the pits the whole race. We do have 4 cars who will be serving a pit lane start this race. So to get out on track with qualifying, especially when it's so busy, could lead to blocking other drivers and some further penalties. So it's just best to hang out, get a water, review some strategy, and hang out and wait for the race.
Indeed.
Having a look through my timetable here, looks like nothing really has changed yet. We're still waiting on a lot. Almeida and Falzetti will be looking to find that extra second in their lap time here as we finish up qualifying. We got just about a minute to go here. Doesn't seem like we've seen very much hot lap blocking, so looks like that rule has helped. But you know who won't block you on a hot lap? Our
What?
sponsor, Rogue Energy. You can use code PHX at checkout for 10% off your order. Once again, that's rogueenergy.com.
Whilst we have qualifying ending, Timbo, apparently, uh, ACC had a recent update in the past couple of weeks to something about the cars and slowing their pace or something like that. Do you know what it is? What it'll, how it'll affect our
Well,
drivers?
Well, I'll even take you one step further than that, there, Darkness. I was browsing Twitter the other day, and I saw one of our community leaders. And unfortunately, I can't remember his name. But this lad's got about 3,600 hours into ACC, so he's a little used to the game. And he wrote an
Impressive.
open letter to the devs, where he was just asking them what is with all of these balance of play. I think that's what BOP stands for. Maybe it's balance of power. I'm not quite sure. Somebody more well versed with those terms will correct me, I'm sure. But anyways, um, the problem just kind of is that the majority of the vehicles are just broken, and the suspension models are broken, the engine models are broken, and these little updates that they keep on applying, these little patches, are just kind of like putting band-aids on a leak and dam. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's not really going to do much. So to answer your initial question, in a long-winded way, is yes, we may see some slight tweaks of power to some of the vehicles on track here today, but the main um, culprit for all those little updates is the fact that the majority of these cars are need a lot more work from the ground up or just complete remodeling. And the purpose of that letter was just to say, devs, what's going on here? We haven't really had a very clear roadmap from you, and this is a fantastic game that is growing. And as we can even see here with our community, is growing proof that the numbers just keep on growing, the interest is growing because it's a fantastic simulator. And just wondering like where the game's going. And the devs wrote back and they're like, you know what, you're right. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna get back to you. We're gonna get a plan going, and we're gonna make this game better. So that was a very long-winded way to let everyone know that this game's only gonna get better. The devs know that we love it, and they've been failing a little bit, but hopefully some of these cars get worked on. And I don't know if any of you guys saw the new 2023 Corvette GT3 car.
No, I have not.
No,
Oh, that's worth a watch. It is
I
sleek.
yeah.
It is enjoyable. It is fast, and I want it in ACC because the Chevy that we have now, dog water.
Fair.
Yeah, the main points of that open letter were for like the Porsche and the Mercedes. Like in real life, those are some of the best vehicles on track. And in ACC, they leave a lot to be desired.
Here we go. As all of the drivers now will go into their individual race rooms, wherever they may please to go. That was English.
And just
Get ready.
recapping here, look. Oh, we missed that. Look at Falzetti. He found pole for the GT4s by less than a tenth. What's to be about 900ths of a second. So Falzetti on pole for the GT4s and Uzabi for a change on pole for our GT3s.
Beautiful camera angle for all the different liveries we've got on show for us today.
Oh, I've got a better one.
What's your better one? From above the helicam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got one of that. I was just going through them individually. There we go. That's the button I was looking for.
Oh.
Ah, here we go. As it appears that Joshe's car is floating. The rear end of his car is floating. Lovely.
is that all of our cars starting on the grid right now?
I think the server's now putting through the
The pit lanes?
penalties in the
Okay.
pit lanes. Yeah.
Okay.
All I'll have to do is just not hit continue to track. It will make them automatically start from the pit lane.
I agree, Jachet is definitely hacking. He's got a floating car.
Where is it?
One already has a drive-through.
Yeah, that's Kelly.
Oh yeah, from last race. Yep.
Yeah, we've got, I think 3 pit lane starts, is it? And 1
4.
drive-through. Or 4 pit lane starts and 1 drive-through for Kelly to be served in the first 3 laps of the race. It's 3 a.m. Server time for the Nürburgring race of round 4 at Phoenix Sim Sport. I don't really know what else to say. I'm actually quite excited for this race, but I'm also quite sad that I'm missing out on the race. There's a pro and con to commentating and to racing.
Yeah, looks like everyone's gonna start on grid today.
Where is
10 seconds.
Gotta love the light show that we are getting from, I believe, Elcor and
Oh, there we go. Now they're
Cullen,
now
I
they're
think
starting
is-
back from the pits. There we go.
There we go. Okay,
Well, we got 2 of them in the pits at least.
Oh.
just 2. Oh.
All right. I will watch into the GT4s. Let you guys know if anything happens off the race start there.
Here we go. When will the lights go green? There we
Here
go.
we
Green
go.
light, and away we go. Oosby with a good start, keeping the lead from Shanae. Looks like 3 cars are going wide into the first corner, perhaps. Ackerman going for a beautiful dive. Unfortunately, going really deep on the brakes, losing out on
and
so many positions, but he managed to secure himself
tag.
3rd place still.
I saw Maverick tag someone. Card 928.
Shanae still right on that tail of
Oh.
Oosby.
Pickle Rick just loses it onto the grass there. Oh. Oh, and we have some chaos at the back of the pack.
What chaos has happened?
That looks like car 37 had a spin, and the black and green car. I can't see quite who that was.
Have to cut forwards. Ackerman finds himself now
So-
down into 6th place.
That was Falzetti who somewhat lost it, and I want to say that was Kirby who went right to the side of him, but I don't quote me on that yet. That was
Slightly-
Kirby. Yes.
Slightly further ahead, we got a 5-car battle right now, or 4-car battle, all each other on each other's gearboxes. No, wait.
Oh, I
Rear
see
bumper,
that.
we'll just stick with that.
Yeah, JP from Maverick, from Guthrie, from Ackerman, from Cullen, from Jay,
Oh, Jay's fun.
from Hamlet. As Cullen and Jay are wheel to wheel.
Will we see the Bentley come out on top in this battle?
This is the battle for 4th. As Shine is still putting pressure on Uzabi, just 2/10 behind.
There goes Cullen in the Bentley, right alongside. Jachet going down the main straight, almost touching the 2 cars. Are we going to see a dive from the Bentley? He does go late on the brakes. Does he keep his car ahead, though? Jachet still just on the outside. Very good driving between the pair of drivers there.
As
Just
Kelly
Shay coming
dives
out
into the
top.
pits.
Shanae still 0.3, but this is going to be another Kialami race. We're going to have a driver right on the tail of Oosby. Consistent, I say Oosby, on someone for the lead of the race.
All right, our penalties have been cleared, and It's on with the show.
I really want to know what happened to Altosis, because I know he went for a dive bomb to try and take the lead of the race, but he didn't concede any positions from that move. So for him to now find himself down in 6th place is quite odd.
To answer your question there, Lobster, yes, you are allowed to flash headlights. And we will likely see a lot of that here at the nighttime at the Nürburgring. Let's Colin go. It looks like he's going for it. Jay closes the door.
He does seem to have the pace in the corners to be able to catch up to Jachet, but unfortunately Jachet's got the advantage for the straights. I mean, you can do that, Lobster. There's nothing wrong with flashing the car ahead of you as you go into the braking zone, though it can be quite distracting. So you just got to be really aware of your surroundings and not get distracted by that. As Jachet goes really wide in the braking zone, going off track slightly, but fortunately keeps his position still. As we see, is that Cthulhu now alongside with Altosis just behind them. Cthulhu going for a move onto Altosis. Is he going to keep his car ahead? He does. Cthulhu up one position. Ackerman, it's not the race for him today. At least so far in the first 5 minutes of this race.
He'll come back at him.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the devil, he's already catching.
We got 5 minutes gone here in the race so far. It doesn't even feel like it. It's been so close and action-packed. I'm going to go have a look at our GT4s. Let you know if anything crazy has happened. Falkenberg's in the lead from Falzetti. Kirby's found his way back up there. Almeida, after having his little spin around earlier. Kelly's finally passing him. JP is hanging out in the pits. Wonder what happened there. Shine and Uzubi are neck and neck.
Whose car? That's JP, yeah. JP, I think JP might have retired from the race. He's been in the pits for at least 2 laps now.
Oh, he could have just received a ton of damage and then returned to garage.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
I think I did see him get mixed up there in the first lap.
He may have spun battling Maverick.
As a result of this battle, Hamlet's got like a 3-second lead to Jachet.
There comes JP out of the pits.
Oh,
right in the midst of the battle of Cthulhu and Altosis.
Looks like Altosis has found his way back ahead. I wonder if JP flying out of the pits has something to do with that. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Here goes JP down around the inside, taking position from Cthulhu. Down to the GT4s, we got Kelly right on the tail. Oh no, there goes Kelly passing around Falkenberg. Serving both his pit lane start and his drive-through penalty, already finds himself back up into 14th place. So far, a pretty good start for him. Just ahead of that, we've got Jay Spinner in the beautiful blue and white Porsche, right on the tail of M Sinister, the McLaren driver. got like a nice breakup of battles up and down the track, but it looks like it seems to be the track where it's really difficult to be able to overtake. So it'd be definitely a lot of waiting game battles. Who's going to
Looks
make
like
the
we
mistake
lost.
first?
Looks like we lost Kippist, the
Fortunate to
driver
see.
there. And Shay down into 9th place right now.
Timber, have you ever had any experience at racing Nürburgring in the night?
I think I only have one race at Nürburgring, and I think it was my second league race ever. I can't say I remember it too much. It's a track you really got to concentrate on. Lots of very windy turns, very concentrated turns there. And turn 1 is pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Turn
but it's a
one's
fun
the
track.
downhill braking zone, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And back in those days, I was the only GT4 on track, so it was
Easy championship.
I, well, not only that, but I was more of a bogey car than anything.
Well, everyone has to start somewhere, whether it be GT4 or GT3.
Yeah, it was Shine and Usabi are wheel to wheel right now.
And here comes Maverick right on the tail of JP, flashing his lights.
Oh, Shine has to pull out so he doesn't make contact with Usabi. That's gonna cost him a little bit of time. As Hamlet has had a nice alone drive in P3 today.
Very chill
Uh,
drive. Plenty of time, plenty of space to focus just on the driving. As you said, it is a very difficult track, very long track.
yeah, just just over 10 minutes gone here at the Nürburgring, and looks like Ackerman has found his way steadily into 4th here from Cullen.
After a terrible start.
Yeah. Cthulhu just about a second off at the tail of Cullen. JP has slotted himself nicely right in between Maverick and Cthulhu there. Landshark and Just Shay are engaged in a long-term battle here for eighth place, it looks like. And then Pickle Rick Happy Face is just hanging out in P10 for that last spot there. All alone.
I'll never not enjoy looking at that green car race around the track. Lobster, if you're still around, you should definitely join us for an ACC race. We've got an exciting off-season race being organised for next week, as it is the season break next week. Definitely join for that if you got the game. The game's also on sale right now on Humble Bundle. Kelly already rapidly closing that gap to the car ahead of him. Definitely a contender for the points this race.
James Kirby seems to be finding some time on Felzetti here. Kirby smashing into the side of, I believe that was Almeida on the race start there, costing him some positions. That's 2 races in a row for Kirby where he's found himself in an early race collision. But probably going to be another race where he fights back.
And if we go to Kelly, we actually find himself now within a second behind Spinner. I say the only, sorry, the, is that a Porsche? That's the Porsche, isn't it? I was going to say Lambo.
Yes.
A Porsche, the beautiful blue and white Porsche of Jay Spinner.
Yeah, Kelly's going to have to get by him so he can embark on the 16-second quest to the gearbox of Sinister ahead in the McLaren.
Here we go. Is he going to be able to close that gap before turn 1? Will he be able to make a late break? It's far too back for that. Right on the rear bumper there.
Oh, Shine's ahead of Uzabi.
And Spinner, unfortunately, tried to fight back for the position, finds himself going really wide into the gravel pit. And Kelly finds himself now up into 12th place.
I wonder if when Shine and Uzabi were passing through the initial GT4 there, if they didn't have a change of position. I'll have to go back to the replay.
Definitely.
But you know who won't hold you up when you're making a pass around a GT4? Our sponsor today, Rogue Energy. You can head to rogueenergy.com and use code PHX at checkout for 10% off your order. Once again, that is rogueenergy.com. We would like to thank Rogue Energy for their continued support of Phoenix Sim Sport. Just under half an hour here to go at the Nürburgring. It is about 20 after 3 in the morning. As Shanae makes a pass down on Kirby. Uzabi's making his way around Kirby right now as Shine goes on the inside of Falzetti. Oh, here we go. Falzetti moves across the inside, blocks Uzabi a little bit, but they make their way through just fine as they're coming up out of the gearbox of Falkenberg. Oh, Shine gets real close to the right rear of Falkenberg. Falkenberg stays wide and allows the two fighting GT3s right through. But Uzabi's right now on the gearbox of Shine. That was just what he needed. I think Shine will be able to pass on as Uzabi tries to go for it. And Shine shuts the door in similar fashion as Uzabi did about 10 minutes ago. Oh, it's Uzabi. Making Shine nervous.
Certainly an interesting battle for P1. But now they have no more back markers to have to get through.
Not for the foreseeable future, at least. I reckon that we will see them have one more go at the GT4 cars before this race is done.
For sure. Yeah, James, I'm glad we're streaming as well. It's been a slow race, but it's also been an interesting race. So we're glad to have you listening in as well. Again, unfortunate that you're unable to race, but plenty of opportunities in the second half of the season. Perhaps maybe I'll see you on track myself.
Just gonna have a look now at Hamlet, as he is going to be the next one to start making some passes on GT4 cars. Although if I do see correctly here, looks like Maverick is on the gearbox of Almeida, as Almeida somewhat pushes him wide, but he gets away with it. Maverick is out of sight, out of mind right now.
Ackerman now makes a pass on the GT4 driver of Falkenberg. Finds himself right in the pack of the GT4 cars, trying to close that gap to Elcor just ahead of him.
We're quite a ways into our season now. The drivers know how to behave with one another on track. It's very, very cool to see, actually, from the Helicam perspective.
Oh yeah. All respecting drivers to one another.
Things you love to see.
I'd love to see Oosby getting battled for P1. Not another Kiel Army situation where he finds himself 40 seconds ahead of everyone else. Or 30 seconds, sorry.
Looks like Kelly did end up finding his way past his spinner a little while ago. And he's got about 12 seconds to Sinister up ahead there, so he has knocked a few seconds off of that 16-second gap. So eyes out for him to make a move for P11 there. P10 maybe a little out of reach, it's still 30 seconds ahead, but who knows. Oh, we got some messages from JP flooding the chat.
Ackerman now 0.6 behind Hamlet here. Are we going to see a fight in the coming laps for P3?
Oh, I think Falkenberg had a mistake happen there, unfortunately. He has dropped down into P3 overall in the GT4s. As Falzetti has made his way into P1 for the GT4s.
We'll see as he crosses the line. Other GT4s hitting around a 210. 218, so yes, unfortunately, Falzetti definitely had a spin. As Jachet now makes his way through the pack.
Nice and clean. As we just hit the halfway mark of today's race at the Nürburgring. Kirby is now 1 second off of the race lead for the GT4s. Benny Falkenberg is not all over yet. He is just a few seconds behind. Anything can happen. He was our race winner last time out for the GT4s.
Got my eye on this battle. We got Ackerman flashing his lights at Elcor just ahead of him. Now 0.3 behind.
Oh yeah, he looked good.
He's gaining. He's gaining. Not enough to make a move into these final few corners, but we are going to be coming down the main straight. Can he get a good exit? Cut that gap down.
So it's gonna make him nervous.
He looks to the inside. He goes for the move, late braking. Beautiful move by Ackerman, taking up 3rd place on the race.
Who's to be just about a second off the tail of Shine right now. It looks like Shine is about 8 seconds off the tail of Spinner. I'm up ahead. That will be their next target. So Ackerman pulls a little bit away, just about out of the DRS zone of Hamlet there. As JP looks to go side by side with Cthulhu. Good to see Joshe, just a few tenths off the gearbox of Maverick there.
Lovely. At random, I now have my Windows giving me the Windows notification sound. So apologies for hearing that randomly in your ear. Ackerman for president of Team Rocket. You know what? He's done a stellar drive today. So far in the first 25 minutes of this race. Went down to I think lowest of 6th place before now climbing back up to 3rd place. Be interesting to see if he can cut down that 20 seconds to elite drivers and be in contention for winning this race.
Well, if he can pull the second to lap, he'll be right there. But unfortunately for him, it looks like the leaders of our race have. Oh no, they're right back. They're right back on each other's gearbox there.
And they're also just passing.
I think.
Go on.
I think passing Spinner there, that shortened the gap between the two.
I mean, in the 20-second gap that Ackerman needs to cut down in that time, if Shanae and Uzbek catch up to GT4, you know, they'll definitely slow them down.
This is true. So it's not over yet for Ackerman. As he is just pushing on from Hamlet. Wow. JP from Cthulhu, from Maverick, from Joshe. What a tight concentration of racers. They've just been around each other the whole race.
I agree, James. Windows for the win, but it's just annoying. I've muted it so many times so I don't hear the sounds that it makes for some reason. But it just refuses to stay muted. So, enjoy the sounds of Windows giving me a notification every 30 seconds. It's for some reason randomly around the time I'm racing or streaming.
Not being so popular with Windows.
Can't help it. I like to look out of them a lot.
I thought you was gonna say you're gonna lick them a lot. You window licker.
Doesn't seem very healthy for me to do that.
Yeah. As long as no one's touched
As we
it.
see Maverick going side by side into, I don't know what that corner is, corner 7, coming out ahead of Cthulhu, taking up 6th place now. Oh, there it is again.
Well, maybe your computer wants to call the race too, you know?
It's for my Logitech mouse, because apparently it comes up, it says that I'm changing in the DPI, but I'm not, because I haven't touched my mouse. So I feel like...
Maybe that's the issue.
Yeah, I think my Logitech G-Hub is just saying no to functioning.
Love it. As Kirby is still just about a second off of the tail of Falzetti. He'll be hoping for a stutter step from Falzetti, or when these GT3s inevitably pass them once again. He'll be hoping for something nefarious. But you know who won't wish for something nefarious on you on track?
What?
Our sponsor, Rogue Energy. Do you know if you go to Rogue Energy? Do you know if you went to RogueEnergy.com and you entered code PHX at the checkout, you'd get 10% off your order of some of the best energy drinks money can buy?
There we go.
If you didn't, now you know. Once again, folks, that is code PHX at checkout for 10% off of your order.
So cheeky. I don't know whether to be impressed or upset. Or both. Or neither, honestly, I can't tell at this point. Looks like Sinead's actually managed to pull a gap now to Oosby. Now just over a second splitting the two drivers. As Sinead is now also closing in within a second of S. Almeida ahead of him. Could the GT4s prove to be an issue for the BMW?
Oh, the GT4 does prove to be an issue for the other BMW of Oosby.
Fortunately, not enough for Sinead to continue pulling that gap. Also, not enough for Ackerman to close that gap.
No, Ackerman had a bit of a rough lap his last time there. What's the name? Hamlet was able to open the gap to about just 2 seconds there. Took about a second off of him. Which is not what he's going to want to see happening here as he makes the run up to P1, P2.
Oops, wrong one. Let's try it first. There comes Oosby going for a move down the inside into turn 1 onto the GT4 of Falkenberg. Fortunately for Shanae, he is now and in that over 1 second gap now to Oosby behind him.
Yeah, he got out of the DRS.
Wow, there is no DRS for this one, fortunately.
I know.
This game would be broken, I think. I think racing in ACC with DRS would be a bit broken for some of the cars.
Oh dear.
What happened?
Contact between Shay and Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
I think.
Cthulhu, yellow
Yeah, that's
flag.
Cthulhu off the track.
Looks like Shay went for a overtake.
Definitely something to view in the replays. 10 minutes, 55 seconds. God, it's been 35 minutes, but it feels like it's been a hell of a lot longer than 35 minutes.
Yeah.
As we see JP now under blue flags from Maverick just behind.
Oh, Shine and Usaby now within a third of a second of each other. 2/10 now. And they still have to go through Falzetti in a couple of seconds here. With 10 minutes to go, that might be Usaby's last hope. It doesn't look like Shine's going to want to make any mistakes here today, as we have 10 minutes to go here in the race. Usaby has our fastest lap point. Well, actually, I don't think we give out a fastest lap point, but he has our fastest lap here of today's race. And here we go. They approach the gearbox of Falzetti. Clean sweep for Shine, and a clean sweep for Usaby. And not good news for Usaby is that's now a half-second gap. As the next car ahead for Shine is going to be Kelly. And that is about 9.5 seconds, so I'm not confident they will reach the gearbox of Kelly today.
Let's see where Kelly finds himself today. He's got himself up into... That's not... I've just lost it. There's Kelly, 12th place.
Yeah, he's up into P12 there. Just about a second off of Sinister.
Yeah, definitely in the fight for P11. As we're joined with 8.5 minutes left of the race. Ollie. Hello, Ollie.
Hello. How is it going?
Spicy.
Pretty dull race so far.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Joe's not wrong. It has been a dull race. It's been a quiet race. As Tim
Not a lot of
mentioned
crashes,
earlier,
to be honest.
it is a very difficult track to overtake everyone on. But it's still been a lot of fun to watch some of the battles.
A lot of screenshots.
Plenty.
I've seen some of them in the chat already.
Oh, I've took like at least 40 this entire time.
Yeah, same.
I accidentally muted myself for like 20 minutes because I pressed F7.
Ah.
And I just assumed he was muted because, he mutes himself randomly.
Yeah.
We have the
But no.
green mean time machine now within a second away from Cthulhu, who had that unfortunate collision between himself and Jashay.
On a time machine.
Yeah, well, the green mean time machine is now within half a second, so he's a time machine of some kind.
Green Mean Time Machine, or as other affectionately known as Pickle Rick.
Oh.
just no, okay. We've got Jashay right on the tail of the lonely Lamborghini of Landshark. Oh, we see Jashay try and go for a move. He is just on the tail of the Lamborghini. Not close enough though for him to be comfortable with it.
As Ackerman is 2 seconds off the tail of the GT4s, he'll be hoping for a nice clean sweep. 6.5 to go here in the race.
Very smooth move by Ackerman taking the GT4 position. Oh, sorry, overtaking the GT4. I have to say, Ackerman really does love his diving down the inside move on the late braking.
My man lives to overtake. As he finds 3 seconds now to the gearbox of Falsetti.
I checked into the stream on the way back and I saw Usby and Shanae like a second apart from each other. Has this literally been the whole race?
Yep, pretty
Yeah.
much. It was Usby behind, ahead of Shanae, and then I think when they were trying to get through some GT4 cars, they managed to swap positions, and so far Shanae's managed to hold and defend brilliantly.
Oh, very nice.
Usby though still with the fastest lap of a 1:55.3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
happy
Shanae
face
gone?
going off track.
Oh yeah, where is Shanae?
Oh yeah.
Where's Shanae gone?
Where's what?
No.
What?
No!
Has Shanae?
Disconnected.
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Just
no.
as I was talking now.
I thought you've cursed him.
I should just leave.
And
Commentator's curse
with
again.
that, we've now
Yeah.
got Usby back in the lead of the race with Ackerman 27
Ackerman
seconds
P2.
behind. He's now into P2. Hamlet finds himself
Amazing
sitting
recovery.
in a podium position. What's happened to I need to find out what happened to
I'm,
Shanae.
I'm asking right now in the paddock.
I think we should award him a win anyway. Kidding, obviously.
Well, after those unforeseen circumstances, we now have Uzubi P1 and Ackerman into P2. Hamlet finds his way back into a podium position in P3.
Ollie, why'd you have the commentators curse him?
I mean, it was bound to happen sometime.
James, that's what we're trying to work out. I can only assume Shanae disconnected, had internet troubles or
Release
something
internet,
like that.
or a power
Yeah.
outage or something. Like, that is devastating.
Right, management, I'm reinstating him. He wins the race. Very unfortunate to see that he is gone from the race.
A tragic ending here after 40 minutes of bumper-to-bumper racing between him and Uzubi. Although he doesn't finish the race, a giant shout out for all of the entertainment he provided for us today. As Uzubi is now approaching the gearbox of his teammate James Kelly. With 3 minutes to go and 27 seconds behind Ackerman, hope maybe he'll start playing second fiddle, or we'll go up and get ahead of Sinister and block him so Kelly can move into P10. Play some
Interesting what
team
team orders
here.
or team play comes into handy here, into play here.
Yeah. As Kelly moves way over to the side there to allow his teammate ahead, who is about 30 seconds to the good of Ackerman. Well, and that promotes our boy Happy Face up into P9.
Indeed.
Let's go Pickle
With
Rick.
2 minutes left of the race, can Happy Face close that gap to Cthulhu just ahead of him? Could he, in the last 2 minutes of the race, be in contention of grabbing the 8th place? Crucial points for the championship.
It doesn't look like Uzubi is going to be up there holding up holding up Sinister as Kelly goes for a little bit of a lawn mow on the grass. He is within a second, though, of Sinister, so if anything's going to happen in the last minute and a half here for that point after a pit lane start and a drive-through penalty to still get a point, or even be within a second of the point, is still a hell of a recovery drive from the Car 91 BMW.
Oh, for sure.
Nürburgring here today.
Sinead, what happened? Don't smash something. Don't break anything. Power outage? Internet gone? What happened? Oh, it just oh. Sinead says it's just disconnected him for no reason. Can't even blade Cody's for that one. Cody's didn't even design this. Real unfortunate, Sinead. You were definitely giving us a very feisty battle to watch for the race win here.
You were smashing it, mate.
Here we go, 10 seconds. Oosby crossing the line. This will be his final lap of the race. Well, no, you could definitely still win the championship. It just means Oosby has to score no points in the next race. So you just have to hope Oosby's busy and unavailable to attend the next race, or a race.
Yeah, cough, cough, take him out.
No, we do not condone that.
Of course not.
Besides, Sinead, I think you can agree with me here, but you're winning too many races and championships.
Yeah.
You got F1, ACC, well, it's just F1 and ACC. But like 3 games of F1.
Might have to create a Sinead tier.
Sinead versus everyone else.
Yeah.
Guys, gonna make a Smurf account and come back and win on those ones too.
What do you mean you prefer to lose it normally? I'm confused.
Oh, and Kelly and Sinister are neck and neck here.
Alright.
Kelly heard what I said. He took it.
Oh, there's a spin! S. Almeida spins!
Oh no.
I can't tell if maybe that was a collision or just unfortunate for S. Almeida, but just as I come to spectate Happy Face and S. Almeida, there is a spin, and we have Oosby just behind now. Oosby finishing the race now with the fastest lap. Unfortunately, this is not F1. You do not get an extra point for the fastest lap, but he does indeed win the race.
Oh, and Kelly was just so close to finishing with a point there. What a drive from Kelly today.
Indeed.
As we have Ackerman finishing, crossing the line in P2. And we will have Hamlet crossing the line in P3.
Oosby, Hamlet, Falzetti.
We've got Maverick and Cullen fighting to the line here, it seems. Maverick's just about a second behind. Nah, you won't get there, unfortunately. Cullen will take P4 today. Maverick slides into P5. JP crosses the line. Not sure where he was at yet. There comes Shea. P6. It looks like Falzetti is going to be our GT4 race winner today. Congratulations to him. Kirby P2. Falkenberg, another podium, P3.
We should hopefully have a few drivers coming in for interviews. Sent out the request. Let's hope to see that we have a few drivers come up. Be interesting to know how the race was for them. This just watching the race, I think, has helped me make the decision that I'll just whichever track we're on, the next night race. I don't care where it is. I'm racing. This looks like so much fun and so stressful. There we go.
What a race!
Oh, beautiful donuts from Kevin. I think he's trying to get that top spot on the server. Actually, some really nice donuts. Let's see if we're able to get anyone in for the interview, and otherwise leave. This will be the end of the stream for ACC today.
Yeah, we'll give them just a few more seconds. Does not look like they're going to be coming up, though, unfortunately. Right, guys. Well, that was a fantastic race. Once again, a giant shout out and thank you to our sponsor, Rogue Energy. You can use code PHX, that is code PHX, at checkout for 10% off of your order.
And we will see you tomorrow for days 1 and 2 for F122.
Right on. Well, I've been Timbo. Thanks for having me, guys.
I've been Darkness, and is Ollie still here? Joe?
I am.
No.
Okay. And we don't have them here for the end of the stream.